like another sea pen right at 12 o'clock.
Rock pen?
Yeah, let's get that rock pen. Or is it in the...
Go ahead and push on in there, please, Jonathan.
Pushing it.
Thank you.
Looks like there is.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Stand by.
Nice.
So Greg, can you tell us about the corals adjacent to the mushroom coral?
I think they're also heterocyclists, just smaller colonies. When they retract, I think we'll also see that they're balls, just like the one that's already on the left where it's a bit bigger, but the polyps have all retracted in.
Right.
So you could take several there, Paul, or leave the littler ones. I think they're...
Yeah, I don't have a sense of the size of the larger one.
We can put the minute next to it, and we can get a good size estimation that way.
What kind of volume of tissue do you look for, Paul, for extractions?
Yeah, the more the merrier. It depends. Just for some of the analytical work, you really don't need very much. But if you want to do some biological testing, then you need multiple milligrams of extract. So ideally, you would have maybe 10 to 100 gram sample.
A little further wide, please.
Right, and these animals are mostly water.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You don't have a lot of, often a lot of compound per kilogram of animal. You could end up extracting from kilograms of tissue might be needed.
All right, go ahead and push on in there a bit, please.
Well, to actually isolate molecules in cell structures, that can actually be the case.
So these are pretty small here.
So they could be slurp candidates, perhaps.
Yeah.
We could slurp all of them off, or we could hunt for a bigger one.
Doesn't matter to me. Do you have a preference? You want to save the slurps for other things, or we're...
How many have we used? Slurps?
We've used 3.
Well, you could have a slurp for corals and continue to put other corals in there. So I'd say go ahead.
Okay, let's slurp them.
Slurp them, Raj. Partial wide there, please, Jonathan.
Partial out.
Paul, would you like these in the coarse or fine? We have 1 fine left and 2 coarse.
Let's save the ultra fine. Well, we've got so many coarse, but let's save the ultra fine. So yeah, this can go on a coarse. Unless, do you have a preference, Greg?
No, coarse is good.
Okay.
So we'll be looking at jar number 5 would be great.
Jar number 5, Raj. All right, Jake, I'm ready for your flush.
Flush it.
That sandstorm, woohoo! Go ahead and push on in there a bit there, please. That's great. That'll be good there.
Roger.
Thanks, Jake.
And we're going coarse mesh?
Yeah.
Yes, jar number 5.
Jar number 5.
That one should be nice and open.
5.
Beautiful.
All right, go ahead, Jake. Bouncing around a bit here, but well, we'll start from the end and then work our way up.
Looks like we'll get some bonus brittle stars as well.
Thanks.
Wow.
You can see the
Kira, I don't know if you're looking, but look at the surface of that rock and the
beautiful
and the sheen on it. Is that not that could be collected?
It's got that molasses kind of color that I think she
scraped them all right off.
Wow. Well done.
Amazing.
And make sure these get in there first.
Yeah. Let's see. One at least has come through.
So
Looking for
if you're
4.
watching, we get a view of the slurp chamber so we can see the specimens as they come through. They're perspex cylinders, and we can watch. The slurp has an opaque grey corrugated hose, like a vacuum cleaner hose, but thicker, so we can't see into that.
This guy will fit too.
And sometimes it gets a bit clogged, so we often have to wait a bit, see if the specimens come through.
I'll take this guy, and then, because this guy's also pretty small.
Yeah.
Just confirming this is going to be sample NA124, 134, going in slurp jar number 5, S5.
Copy that.
Boop.
Well done.
Wow.
Go ahead there, please. Now we wait.
Now you can see the corrugated hose, and Jessica is shaking that hose to try and wiggle those
Might be another behind that anemone.
corals through, while Jake manipulates the suction velocity off and on to try and generate variation in flow.
Saw a flash of pink behind.
Oh,
Those-
there's a
oh,
bunch of
Those
stuff
rocks.
A lot of rocks.
Sediment.
in there. Whose rocks are those?
Oh, there it goes.
There's something.
Working its way.
We just
Okay.
have to
Slowly.
get past the rocks.
That's a really
Who
cool
left us a
view.
rock present
I
like
think-
this?
Is
Oh,
that the big one? That just went?
Bob.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, I guess
I can zero it, see how many we have in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll watch how many fall down the tube.
Get all those rocks.
A lot of rocks.
What were they doing?
Oh.
Really
Well, we
good.
Vacuuming
slurped
up the
4,
seafloor.
and we can see 1.
Still coming.
So
I know there's at least.
We
Wait,
we
is it-
saw at least one come in.
There should be at least 3 in there.
There's
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
one-
oh,
there they are in
one,
there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yeah, I think there were
5?
5 on the rock.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Great.
we've got them all.
Maybe we'll definitely reflush.
Yeah.
You might go into the flush there. You guys mind if we just try to sort out those rocks real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and then we'll get back on our road. Actually, there was another sample over here that you wanted, correct?
I was interested in the rock pen, the Anthoptila.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty much straight ahead of us.
Oh, the rock pen, correct?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Gary Williams at the Cal Academy is very interested in this. We got one beautifully off the other day, but we had to chop it up a bit, so it'd be nice to have one that's pretty much intact.
All right. Well, we'll have to live with it, I guess.
Sailed with Gary a couple times. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge.
So, Greg, we were going for that rock pen next, is that correct?
Yes, please.
Roger that.
Those are just our resident rocks now. Yeah, I think there's a weight of rock that just does not like to get up very high.
Looks like it, yeah. All right, Jake, you can go ahead and zero that. Thanks for the flushing.
Yeah.
This guy's small enough we can think about suctioning it, but
Yeah, that might be the easiest way to the same chamber.
let's see.
Jake, we're stable if you need to change heading to get
Okay.
back in frame. I don't know if you can though, we're kind of right over it.
Yeah, I'm looking full down, so I think right beneath me.
Hey, Randy, you want to hit the stick lock for me, please?
Roger.
Thank you. All right, Jonathan, go ahead and push on in there a bit, please. That might be a bit big.
That's going to be a gorgeous image of that.
Gonna go full tight. I've got quite a bit of zoom.
Go ahead. We'll let the snow from our settling kind of settle out for a minute.
Getting a nice last meal.
Very cool.
This might be slurpable. We can see how large it is. I don't think the tail on it's that long.
Yeah, it's sort of a little truncated.
All right.
So this
away,
is a kind of sea pen. It's an octocoral. It's called Anthoptila. And we've seen lots of sea pens earlier in this cruise in the sediment, but we've collected one the other day that's able to glue onto rocks. And so we're interested in getting a second specimen of this one.
Go ahead and push on in there a bit, please. Yeah, I think that could be slurpable.
Okay.
We do have an obstacle course for it, though, in the slurp. So
I think it slurps. Well,
roger that.
it's your call. What do you think?
We can try out the slurp.
Yeah.
A little wide there, please, Jonathan.
Coming up.
It's great.
Really cool view out of Argus right now. A rare moment where we're kind of ahead.
All right, Jake, since we already gave it a flush, we don't have to flush it.
Roger. Which sample jar?
Back into 5.
The same one?
5?
Number 5. And we're going to call this a new sample number, NA124-135.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Copy that. Coming in.
Great, thank you.
I give you a bit of brightness.
All right, Jake, I'm ready when you are.
Just feeling confident.
Action coming on.
Roger that.
Better to be optimistic. Oops. Oop. There it goes. Beautiful.
Bingo.
Now it just has to get through
Full wide.
the tube.
Full wide.
Oh, so sorry, little guy.
Sea pen has a flexible proteinaceous rod up the middle. It's a very bendable, but it's springy. It's a bit of a convoluted path to get into the slope chamber, so we're hoping it's going to slide through.
There
There
it
it
goes.
is.
Going up the hose. Just the rocks.
Yep, there it
Yeah.
is.
There it is.
Came through.
Nice.
Great.
So it just has to go through a rock barrier.
Yeah. It's like a Kuiper belt. I'm glad we got some space into this conversation.
All right. Anything else you guys want?
Well,
No, I think we can follow the track along the ridge, please.
Roger that.
Copy.
Kira's commented that the rocks seem less phosphorite in these areas with a lot of brittle stars.
Straight.
I'm facing opposite of you.
Reg.
We're going to be coming back around to 265. Ready?
Yeah, we're just gonna bump feet. What is that? Sorry. We're gonna bump 25 meters up just to the top of the ridge, see what we've got. We'll travel along it. If we're not happy with that, we can just travel along it on the steeper bit. But
okay.
Yeah, if we don't like what we see on top, we might move back down slope a little bit.
All right, roger that. So first up 265 and then a long slope.
Yep.
Copy. A really cool view of Argus.
All right, you can go ahead and come
Now.
around there, Jake.
Okay.
I'll push out in front of you.
Let's go 30 meters, bearing 265.
So Kira, don't be shy if you see something that intrigues you in terms of the rocks.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.
So what else is on the hit list for us to collect? Some more rocks. But then like corals that we should keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I think Paul's competition is still ongoing.
Rog. All right, ready.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm all zoomed in.
Ooh, look at to the right there.
Flatfish?
Flatfish.
Flatfish.
So,
So Kira is saying this entire area is looking pretty basalt blobby. I like that. Basalt and blobby.
Everyone likes a basalt blob. Except for maybe Kira.
Lots of those orange brittle stars still. We're at around 565 meters right now. Oxygen's a little bit higher from where we started at the base.
Yes.
Kira's wondering if the brittle star and sponge density seems to have gone up here. And maybe she's hypothesizing that maybe they like height more than substrate. That could be an interesting hypothesis to consider, comparing where we've seen these kind of groups of brittle stars before on the previous dives, comparing to this dive.
I forget what depth that was. We've seen dent bands of these brittle stars before.
There's a crab facing us on the lower right. On God.
Ooh, a little bit camouflage there.
25, Rog. Sorry, Jake.
It's not tennis volley.
Rog. Thanks, Ernie. Do a quick zoom there, Jonathan.
Oh, he's so fuzzy. Coming in more.
Barely see that, dude.
Look at how camo.
Sorry. Come a little wide there, please.
Coming out.
Lisa's reminding us that we should collect a Niskin water sample
Go ahead and push on it.
when we collect the next batch of rocks.
Roger that.
He's got quite the garden growing on him.
Yeah, punk rocker. All right, go ahead and come wide, please.
I was trying to come up with an algae rocker, but it just didn't work.
Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of those mushroom corals around here now.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Some behind us.
All the brittle stars on that rock that looks like a table. Kira's calling that a giant table as well.
All right, we're going to be going 340.
340, Reg.
Another rock pen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
quite a few of them.
Oh,
Look
a
at
bunch
that.
of them. A bunch of them
Do
here.
you want to get a few to grind up, Paul?
Wow. They are octocorals.
Wouldn't be a bad thing.
Okay. There's
Roger
about
that.
6 in this area.
Wow, yeah. Look at all of them. They're all out. Wow, there's so many.
Actually, we can go up here and there's like 5 within reach.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You've got the technique now.
Yeah, they're slurpable.
I don't know if I'd slurp them all. Some of them are a bit big.
Yeah.
Might have to be plucking these ones.
And Desiree in the science chat is asking us, what's a Niskin water sample? And that's a really good question. A Niskin water sample is what we call the water samples. They're Niskin bottles on the side of the Hercules on the left-hand side. And what happens is that right now they're open, and at different depths we can pop them closed. And so you'll see the Hercules pilot expertly pull a little kind of loop that will pop the bottles closed. And so what happens is that collects the water at whatever depth that we're at. And so it can be really important to get water at different depth or different places for different analyses.
All right, Jonathan, go ahead and push on in, please.
And the Niskin bottle, if you were wondering, was named after the inventor, who was
One here.
Shale Niskin in 1966, which replaced a previous bottle, also named after another inventor, the Nansen bottle. The Niskin bottles, the standard bottle used today.
Huh.
This one looks like it has eggs, Greg.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wonder if it's a brooder or if they're inside the polyps. Can we tell? I think they're
Looks like
inside the polyps.
Inside polyps, yeah.
It's max zoom.
So it's
That's amazing.
they're
All right,
pretty.
go ahead and come a little wide, please. So do you want the one with the eggs?
I'll let Paul answer that question. Yes, he says yes.
Roger that.
He wants the big one, for sure.
Big one, Reg. We'll have to do our milking technique, I think, for these. They do have a little bit more memory to the tails of them, so we'll just have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, they're much bigger.
Yeah. Let's try it out. So it's going to the same jar?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We can
Yeah.
do that, sure.
Yeah, that's going to be jar number 5.
Okay, so no need to flush.
I don't think so then.
Caitlin Mary's got a nice comment about the crab that we saw that was covered in incrustation. So since most people think that crabs molt all the time, there's actually a nice update on that story.
So, sorry guys, are we going for both of them or just the one with the eggs or?
Let's go for both.
Yeah.
Reg.
The two.
All right, go ahead and push on in there. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Jake.
Coming on.
Is that enough tissue, Paul, or get more?
If there are others in reachable range, wouldn't mind another one or two.
Beautiful.
Oh,
there it
yeah,
goes.
that's
Wow.
great.
There we go. Nice. All right, number 2.
Awesome.
So we're not going to be able to distinguish all of the rock pens because we had a collection. Maybe we should just give them all the same number. 135. Otherwise, it's not possible to distinguish them.
Nicely done. Now let's see if it'll come through.
A little bit difficult because they're collected at different locations, so there's different pictures of them. But I mean, I guess we can know definitely the one with the eggs.
Nice.
That's true.
So.
And the other one was much larger.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to give those
this is going to be
number? Okay.
Yeah. These together will be NA124 136.
Copy.
And they went into slurp jar number 5.
Hopefully.
Wait, what one more you said?
Yes, please. Oh, they both went through?
Yeah, they look all okay. Bunch of them.
There you go.
That hagfish is going to town there.
Yeah. Hagfish doing what hagfish do. What on earth is he doing?
You want this one, Jake?
Sure.
They're kind of fun to slurp up.
Now an expert at getting these.
So Greg, these almost look like they might move. They're not very firmly attached.
All right, Jonathan, go ahead and push on in, please.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Maybe if they weren't getting enough food, they could move a little bit about on the rock.
Okay.
Come a little wide,
please. They could
please.
move between rocks, though.
That's great there.
So
Let me know.
I don't think they'll be very good migrating over sediment.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, coming on.
On, Jake.
Yeah, you got it. Nice.
Soup.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Go.
They make it look easy, but
They really do.
I assure you
Well,
it's
I was
not easy.
perfectly set up there, so.
Hagfish, meanwhile, is clapping with
Nice.
his tail.
Now he's in there too.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
So you know why we're here?
Pull wide there, Jonathan.
Coming out.
We set up one of the slurp jars with this fine mesh for trying to collect sediment. Could take care of that one right here.
Sure thing.
A-okay with me.
Roger that. What you looking for?
And so
Slurp jar number 1.
Number 1.
going one. I don't know, Greg, if there's any area you particularly fancy. It doesn't matter to me.
No.
So if we get some sediment here.
So I just want to see if that made it in. Okay, yeah, we have enough. Where do you want the sediment from there?
You know, I think just these areas sort of between the rocks kind of thing.
Roger that. Go ahead and push on in there a bit, please, Jonathan. Is that good view for you there, Jake?
Yeah.
Do you want us to flush it before, or?
Please, yeah.
Roger that. Stand by. Flush it on. Maybe give her a little of a shake. Do you want a full zoom on that area before we take the sample?
Sure, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, I'll look over at the manip there first. All right, go ahead and push on in there, please.
Okay.
All right, zeroing us out. That's great. Come a little wide, please. A little wider. That's great. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
So, like right in between these?
Yeah, that crevice there.
Okay.
And how deep would you like this one there?
A couple centimeters is fine.
Roger that.
Suspect you're gonna hit rock pretty soon.
Ready?
Roger that. Coming in. Go ahead and push in there a bit, please, Jonathan. That's good. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So we usually like to collect sediments with cores, which gives us an opportunity to dissect them very carefully, but can't use a core, can't get a core when there's so many rocks around. So we come up with another strategy to collect sediments, and that is to put a fine mesh on these canisters to try to trap the sediment in the jar.
You want another spot too? So we
You can go above. I can't really tell how much we're retaining in there.
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
We can zero section for a minute and then see what gets in the jar. I think a lot of it might be against that filter too. If you want to come a little way, Jonathan, and we can look for maybe 2 spots. There's another place kind of below this crocodile-looking rock.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go ahead and push on in there again, Jonathan.
Increase our chances of finding something Greg will be interested in.
Sorry. Nice. Ready?
Yep, ready.
Come on.
And just confirming this is going to be NA124 137. That's the sample number, and it's going into slurp jar number 1, which is our ultra fine mesh.
Copy that.
If you want to wrist over, then you can probably get that back crevice there. Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Looks like there's some more down there too, if you want.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in front of the basket. Can't really see very well. There you go.
I can get in there.
You can probably see it better in bubble cam. You can try rotating your jaw so you get up the other way. Nice. So what are you guys thinking? That seems like we got a lot of sediment in there.
You did a great job. Thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
Go ahead and come full wide there, please, Jonathan. Sorry. Ugh. I'm leaving suction on for a sec, just so that it pulls everything through.
Yeah.
All right, zeroing section.
Okay. Jess and Jake, Kira's asked if we can grab a smaller rock here and just store it maybe on the porch, but not in a bio box.
Roger
just
that.
so we can get some ID on it later.
Sure thing. Does she have one in mind that she sees in the frame?
No, she just said a smaller one, I guess, relative to the giant one they collected yesterday.
Yeah, 'cause we could store it in between where the push cores are.
She said to put in with the C-pen. Okay. Or it's probably safe on the porch too, right?
On the porch it might float away.
Okay, or
in between the milk crate with the push cores in the front. I think there's a rock in there right now.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to mix them? Are you confident about?
I think Kira could tell them apart.
Okay.
Okay, well we can look for a small one. Looks like these are pretty big.
Is that one okay?
Keep the little arm live there, Jake. Yeah, I guess you can put your jaws next to that rock over there.
Above the lasers?
It's kind of...
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you'll be able to reach. Let me know if you need me to move. The one above the lasers there. Might be just out of reach for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just out of reach. Maybe I can grab it.
So close.
Nope.
All right. Here, if you want to pull back, I'll jump over there. Okay. All right, go ahead, Jake.
Got a question from Lisa. For Kira in science, is this likely to be phosphorite? Can we take a rock for the bio box? I don't know what we're thinking. Want to take 2 rocks here?
Yeah, Lisa, we're going to, we're at the top of the ridge line, so we were going to go along the ridge, so I figure we would collect the rock for you
big that one
somewhere
is.
along here.
Might be quite big.
Yeah, Kira's thinking this might not be phosphorite. But if we could take a look at this rock, we could check, I guess.
Nice.
Awesome.
Wow.
All right, go ahead and push on in there a bit, please, Jonathan.
A little finger tight grip.
Go ahead and do a little. Yeah, nice. Do we want this guy?
Yeah, we'll
Stow it on the
you
porch?
can maybe rotate it if it's, you got a good grip on it there, Jake?
Sure.
It'll rotate, just give Kira a good look at it.
I got zoom for miles right now.
So Kira says yes, but non-quantitative. So it sounds like we'll save this rock.
Roger that. And we'll put it next to the other one in the porch there.
Yes, please. Yeah,
Roger that.
It's definitely a conglomerate.
All right, full wide there, please.
Okay. So it's going in the middle between these guys?
Yeah, perfect.
So
Gotta make sure I don't.
yeah, don't hit Bob's stuff.
It's bigger than it looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please give it a rock number.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is going to be rock number 5.
Just maybe just
and
drop
this is
it
going
there.
to be sample number NA124-138.
Nice.
Good job, man.
Nice.
Awesome. Balanced right there.
Well done.
Do you mind if I borrow real quick?
Yeah.
I might
There you
just pop the tops real quick. Thank you. Nice done.
Thank you.
That's max out. Zoom.
You're full wide there?
I am full wide.
Roger that.
Kira, I don't know if you're reading the log, but science chat, but Crispin has a joke for you.
And Kira just wanted to also confirm that we got a screen grab of this setting.
I think they're fine. I think they're angled to begin with, so nicely done, Jake.
I don't know.
No, it's good.
I hope so.
Like
It'll be good. Yeah, we can get a screen grab, then after that I think we'll drop a weight here. Go ahead and push on past the push cord, please. Good there? All right, full wide, please.
Is this where you wanted a Niskin or the next where we pick up the next rock?
No, we'll do it when we get a biology rock.
Biology rock. Got it.
Bye.
Tough grab there. Some light.
Oh. Milk crate seems like it's coming loose.
So Crispin's joke for Kira, who is our onboard geologist, says, what is the fastest rock in the world? And the answer is a milenite.
Like that's one only geologist gets.
Myelinite.
I'm guessing milenite is a type of rock.
All right. Anyone's going to be our next next move there?
340.
340, Reg. Alrighty.
Bridge nav.
Go ahead and come around to 340, Jake.
Coming around.
50 meters, bearing 340.
Is this coral up on the left? Looks like it.
Might be.
Nice big one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's covered in
Wow.
turtle stars.
Yes.
Look at
Go
that.
ahead and push on in there, please.
Lovely.
Hey, Paul, you owe me.
Look at all these
There we
rock
go.
pens too.
Greg's the winner.
Wow.
Do you want it?
Yes, please.
Bridge nav.
Roger that.
Seems to be an area full of those rock pens too.
Hold position.
Some of those at the bottom of the screen.
Thanks for telling.
So Steve
full
has
wide,
identified this as a peristanella.
Peristanella. That's
we
the
have
one I'll never remember.
We have yet to collect this, so that's very good.
They always have a ton of brittle stars on ophiuroids on them. Peristanella. How can I remember that?
And it's a primnoid.
Primnoid. Not as familiar with these, but I have a feeling it's going to be fragile. Let's see.
Yeah, we've gotten some smaller primnoids. Nothing as gorgeous as this.
Yeah, we got the
Narella.
All right, go ahead and push on in there, please.
Straight whip, but now we've got a beautiful branching
Wow.
I do.
form. You can see lots and lots of polyps there. We can't really see the tentacles on the polyp.
Periscope stiletto. Peristanella. That's how I'm going to remember it.
Periscope stiletto is interesting.
Peristanella.
Steve's noting that we can clearly see there's a lot of ophiuroid associates.
All right, you want to frame it up there a bit, Jonathan, and then we'll collect it. See the zone moving around a little. Full wide, please. All right, how much would you guys like of this?
My concern is it's going to be fragile and crumble. Not completely sure, but I think trying to grab it towards the base and seeing if you can get a larger piece, that would be ideal.
Raj, where are we going to be stowing this guy? In the forward box or in the starboard?
Yeah, forward.
Raj.
Box of goodies.
Go ahead and push on in there a bit, please. We can take it in 2 chunks. Might
Sure,
not all
sure.
go in one.
Give it a try, see what happens.
Roger that. So you want the whole thing, pretty much?
If possible, could leave a piece to regrow.
Roger that. Actually, let's do. Well, misjudged where the base was, so we got the whole thing in one go.
Whoa.
Good.
Hey.
Well done.
All right, well. I had to break this into 2 chunks, but, or 3.
But you left a nice piece to grow again.
Full wide, please.
It's still attached, so that's a good outcome.
All right, Jake, go ahead and
Go in with the sea star.
Yeah.
Sea Star at least
White
will have a
box.
good feeding session before it
Yeah, it may well.
gets ground up into bits.
Kyla, you can pluck those brittle stars off. Be a nice job for you.
Cool, sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Hey,
I want to see how
my
many there are.
You don't want to grind up those brittle stars, Paul.
no.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's not going to be easy to get them off.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they're hanging on
Lots of
tightly
little
there.
brittle arms.
Good luck with this.
Yeah, I'm just
I wonder if he just floats down, he could tap it in.
Oh, perfect. Looks like it's going to fit.
yeah. Surprisingly, yeah. All right, let's close these bad boys up a bit. All right. Those hockey pucks are tricky.
Yeah. They look it.
Perfect. Just since it looks like it's in the bio box, we're going to call this sample NA124-139.
Copy.
And it was put in the forward bio box, number 6, white.
All right. Go ahead and close that up there, Jake. And we don't want a Niskin here, correct?
No, thanks.
Roger.
Can't wait to see that.
I want to know the number of brittle stars on there. Any guesses, Kyla?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question.
Closest without going over.
Yeah, exactly.
20.
I would say 48. What do you think, Caitlin?
All right, Rennie.
I'll go super high, like 100.
Bridge nav.
I'm going to go for like 26.
Step 50 meters, bearing 340.
Go ahead and push in past the quiver there, please. Thank you.
Greg, why do you think the brittle stars would crawl on the coral? Would that be commensalism? Would the coral be benefiting from them in any way?
Isn't this another one you guys
There's a
wanted?
bubble gum.
Yeah, it's a bubble gum.
Whoa.
You want this one?
I don't think the coral gets anything out of it. The brittle stars.
Go ahead and push on in there, Jonathan.
Well, it
Great.
looks like its polyps are out.
Wow.
Can we get a? Can we grab that one quick?
Yeah.
Bridge nav.
Full wide, please.
Bubblegum coral.
Hold position.
Same spot.
Thank you.
Looks like there's actually a red gorgonian.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. Yeah, can you back
So
up a little?
Swiftia,
Swiftia.
Oh,
Swift,
Swiftia, sorry.
Bright red.
Oh.
Maybe this whole area.
Swiftia and Paragorgia,
Wow.
both in reach. That's
Yeah.
really good.
So which one, or both, would you guys like?
I think we'd like both. Please.
Roger that. And how much?
So for the bubble gum on the right, you could maybe try to grab somewhere halfway down, so something's left to regrow.
Raj. And for the Swiftia, you want them all?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to try to grab that one at the base,
Roger
as much
that.
as you can.
Do a quick zoom there, Jonathan, please.
Coming in.
That's full right that I have, so it'll just be little wider, please.
Wow.
That's good.
See those polyps out. It'll be interesting
Beautiful.
to see what it looks like now versus when we disturb it. And the bubblegum coral pulls in the
Could we
polyps.
get a nice close-up of the polyps out?
This is all the right I have, but I can
Oh, you can't go further.
go ahead,
I understand.
Jonathan. I forgot I have a little bit of rack back there. Just to mess up your zoom there, sorry.
Boom.
Yeah, that's
They look
great.
beautiful.
It's interesting because in shallow water, a lot of gorgonians feed at
Wow.
night,
Oh,
right?
nice.
Gorgeous.
Look at that.
all of them.
So now when it's dark all the time, do they just feed all the time? No need to retract. And
Go
Have we
ahead
seen
and
them-
come full wide there,
I've seen
please.
others with the polyps retracted, so
maybe they rest
what
once
kind
in
of
a while.
cycle are they on?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and push on in a bit, please. That's great.
Would be pretty interesting if there was some sort of circadian rhythm that they have that, who knows, maybe evolved when they were in shallower water and they've maintained.
So somewhere around here, Paul?
Sure, that looks great. Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you.
Just noticed that crab in the background kind of.
Oh, they all closed up, you're right, that's cool.
Oh yeah, they all went in.
Look at that.
I think that's what Steve was telling us where the name bubblegum coral clump looks like now with the polyps retracted.
It's pretty gummy, just like bubblegum.
Yay.
There we
Look at
go.
that.
Great.
Wow.
Amazing.
Like a surgeon.
All right, full wide, please. I really hope surgeons don't do this.
Tear off limbs.
Snap off arteries.
We're leaving something to regrow. Paul, are we going to be aiming for that same bio box?
Sure.
All right, Jake, go ahead and pop it out, please. Thank you.
Chock-a-block full. It's great. Man, I think 26 was way too low on my part.
Want to change your answer?
Look at all the ones that already bailed off.
I'm under the lid now. That's good.
Beautiful. So this is going to be sample NA124 140. It's being stored in the forward bio box number 6 white.
Copy.
All right, Jake, go ahead and close it up. And we want this guy here, correct?
Yes, please.
Oh, there's a view.
All right, Jonathan, go ahead and push on in as best you can. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, looks like one individual, 3 branches.
And you want the whole thing?
Yes, please.
That's really cool to see where it's attached to the rock there.
Yeah.
Could we see if there are polyps out on that one too?
Yeah, go ahead and push on in as far as you can there.
Looks like they're in.
Slightly.
Nervous.
Okay, great.
All right,
Beautiful
come
red
wide,
color.
please. A little wider. Just so we can see the claw. The claw, thank you.
Oh, good job. I think I saw a pop.
I heard it.
You heard it pop? Oh my.
Oh, we got the base too.
Oh,
That'll be
cool.
really interesting to see what it looks like.
All right, full wide, please. That's a weird perspective.
Yeah. Look at that.
Since we didn't get a very good zoom on this before we collected it, did you want one before we stow it?
Yeah, let's have a close up.
Sure.
We could see the base. If
Go ahead,
you've got it.
Jonathan. It's great there.
Yeah. There's brittle star on it as well. 2.
Wow, it's beautiful.
A couple brittle stars.
I want to see the base.
Oh yeah, well done.
There's the base there.
Cool.
Cool.
Come a little wide there, please. Thank you.